So this is the entrance to the Legation Museum. It's right across from the Jewish cemetery. And so the best way to get here without having to go through all the Medina, people know where it's at. It's not, taxi drivers know where it's at. So the Jewish cemetery, and then you go up these stairs. So you go up these stairs, which is nice because you don't have to walk through the hectic area of the Medina. So there's the history of this. Morocco was the first formal country to formally recognize the United States in 1777, after 1776. And this is the first government property outside the United States in history. So it has a really unique tie in history with the United States as far as Morocco goes. And I found a cat, if you can believe it or not. Oh, he's just sleeping there? Jeez. So peaceful. I woke him up. I'll get you a good lawyer. We'll get you out of there. What are you in for? Stealing tuna fish? We'll get you a good lawyer. We'll get you out of there. I promise. Oh, he wants to be scratched. Oh, jeez. These cats are the friendliest cats in the world. I was hesitant on coming here today because I just got so frustrated with the hecticness of the main Medina and the shop areas with the people just glomming on you and just drilling you and questioning you. But this isn't bad at all. So here's the sign as you enter the archway. So although inverted, this is actually a timeline of the property and the structure we're in from 1777 when, I'm facing it this way so you guys can hear me. 1777, Sultan Mohammed bin Abdullah recognizes the fledgling United States. So the timeline is 1777, they recognize the United States. Then in 1821, the property is gifted to the United States. Now this is the first country ever to recognize the United States as an independent country. And as countries arise, and I don't know the specifics, but it does take other countries to recognize the independence of a standing up country. So they were the first ones on board. They built it around 1848, so they got the property, built it in 1848. I'm not gonna read the whole timeline, just some of the highlights. Tangier becomes an international zone in 1923, but let's jump over to World War II. In 1942, in this picture here, what this picture depicts, it's saying in 1942, the U.S. Office of Strategic Services, OSS, uses a hidden room in the legation as a listening station throughout the world. Hold on. Listening station throughout the World War II, including during Operation Torch, the Allied liberation of North Africa. So it was used during World War II. Morocco becomes an independent nation. Eisenhower visits. This is actually in Casablanca. They move it elsewhere to Tangier. They move the consulate someplace different. But this is an interesting, hold on. Yeah, it stops its functions around this era, 1961. But this is probably one of the most important parts. 1982, the legation is designated a U.S. National Historical Landmark, the only one located outside U.S. territories. That was an amazing piece of history right there. And then obviously bicentennial 1976, it opens up as a museum. But the government of Morocco and the government here in Tangier have been very diligent in preserving the meaning and the relationship of what this building originated as, what this property was all about at one time. I do want to read this to you guys really quickly. This is another, I'm in the first floor of your area, but I knew I was going to spend some time here. This talks about it was a diplomatic mission and home for over 140 years. Today is a vibrant museum, research center, and cultural center. They got a beautiful courtyard here. It kind of reminds me of the courtyard at Club 33 in Disneyland. So Edna, if you're watching, I hope you know what I mean, that little courtyard. And this is the stairway, but it reminds me of a little courtyard. Now, something Well, let me do it this way. Something to any American. I remember when I was in Egypt and overseas, you don't see the American flag a lot, if not ever, unless it's on a pin or a patch or something. But there you have an American flag and a Moroccan flag and an American U.S. seal. This is, I've been in Europe and Africa combination for over a month now. And I got to tell you, seeing an American flag kind of gets you choked up a little bit. Let me turn the. So here's the entrance. So you got the American flag and the Moroccan flag and the seal. We, the Congress of the 13 United States of North America, have been informed of Your Majesty's favorable regard to the interest of the people we represent, and assure you of our earnest desire to cultivate a sincere and firm peace and friendship with Your Majesty, to make it a lasting to all prosperity. 1780. So I need to start climbing these stairs. We were here in let me get my finger out of the way. We were here in Tangier on our 4th of July, but unfortunately that was our travel day down to Casablanca. But this would have been an excellent way to spend the 4th of July touring this museum. Like I said, I was really hesitant because the Medina just really kind of actually freaks me out. It's very congested, very busy, and I was really debating on whether or not to come here and tour it, just to not to deal with some of the issues that go on around the Medina, but it's very peaceful and easy to get to. And here's some pictures of our presidents visiting the Moroccan government. Or perhaps they're in the United States visiting us, I don't know. Oh well, that answers that question. I'm not sure which office this would have been. I think there's some original letters there. This is probably the office of a U.S. representative. Let me see who this is. So I just moved into another room. This looks like a reception room or sitting room. You know, when you walk through the Medina, it very narrow passageways and streets and everything. And then you walk through this thing and it almost emulates it, because you walk into a big section, then there's a small section, then there's a big section, and then there's a small section. But if you are an American citizen and you're in Tangier, yeah, obviously this is a must visit. And I'm probably been here for about a half hour yet, and people that know me and know museums, I don't get through them very quickly. But very, very nice arrangement. Looks like you can just sit just about anywhere. Looks like I'm entering like a formal dining area. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's 50 dirham, 50, which is like €5 or $5 per ticket to get in. Open up to a courtyard. So that's the narrow streets of the Medina, and actually kind of like Club 33 at Disneyland. They actually join the upper level through passageways like this. I mean, I don't mean to make that reference a lot.
Legation of the United States. So, they told you yesterday that the tourists don't come back, that Morocco was the very first
Another beautiful courtyard. So there's a stairway going down that we might be able to explore. The one going up is chained off. Ooh, this looks interesting. Let's see what this is depicting. The Battle of the Three Kings. Nice door. Nice shutter doors. This looks just like a hallway or a breezeway that goes to like an art gallery. I know some of these rooms were added on when I was reading the description earlier. Who's that? Keith Richards, Under the Sheltering Skies. Some of these rooms were added on. I mean, it all wasn't done all at once. And there was one thing, there was an original building that was destroyed during a French bombardment. So we're gonna explore what's, there's never a shortage of stairs in Europe and Africa. Gold medal in 1984. Huh. I worked at those Olympics. Long story. Oh, this guy was a medic. Doctor. Who is he? Interesting. That's a expert field medical badge that he's wearing. This. That's the expert field medical badge, and that's a Dr. Caduceus. So continuing down these stairs. Oh, another diorama. This is something that Disneyland would be classic to do, is put these original luggage decorations and stuff as if people are coming and going. I don't know much about this person, but apparently he had a big footprint here. Comes to music, living in Tangier. This is the court. Ooh, almost lost my voice there. This is the courtyard I was filming from up on that terrace. It has a lot of shade, a lot of plants. There's another stairway going up. We'll probably go up that one. Nice fountain. And some RF radio, UHF, VHF antennas. You know, as you, oh, my voice keeps going. As you walk around this area, though, they got a lot of places to sit and relax. I mean, it's almost worth paying the €5 or 50 dirhams, whatever they're called, just if you're walking through the city, just to come in here and take a break in the shade. This is really like a maze. I mean, you go in from a courtyard to a hallway into another huge room. So this looks, I haven't found a real good plaque or description of these rooms yet, but let your imagination fill in the blanks. So apparently this would be one of the main, if not the main, meeting room for the delegates, to discuss political stuff, I guess. So just for a little bit of a reference point, when I came through this main meeting room, I went to look out here, and then that's the doors. That's the original, that's the first entrance I came through with both flags. I haven't seen anything that would be like a bedroom yet, although I did find a bathroom. It smells very spicy in here. Yeah, this is an operational bathroom. I'm pretty sure they just put this desk here for, oh, that's a good shot. I think I'll take a picture there. Okay, I almost missed this one. This is the legislation in Morocco during World War II, so this should be interesting. And it goes up these flight of stairs. When we came up these, I came up and I filmed that. And then I made a right into this. I went around that whole courtyard complex. On the way out, I just saw this one, so I'm gonna head up there now. I actually got a fire extinguisher very similar to that in my living room right now. All right, let's go up. Sounds like they got some big band World War II music playing up here. '48 flag. This is actually quite an amazing, this is describing that exact one. This 48-star flag was woven by El Jalia, I can't pronounce it, pictured in white, and presented to the ambassador. Very cool. And then this is very interesting history also, where it talks about during the Civil War, some Marines came here to retrieve 2 Confederate agents that were actually held here in this legation. And then in 1904, Marine detachments were aboard the USS warships. This is when President Roosevelt, in response to the kidnapping of the American Ion Perdicarius. I never heard of that story, but I'm sure I'll look it up. It talks about World War II, diplomatic missions, Marine standing guard outside. Very interesting history that I didn't know about until I planned to come here to visit Tangier. So these are copies of headline newspapers. You can pull them out and read them on this newsstand. Very cool. So I think I'm in the uppermost room of the structure, and this is all about World War II, regarding World War II efforts. I'm sure. Oh, that is a map. That's a map of Africa and Europe being at the Strait of Gibraltar. I didn't know what it was at first, but I just took a long look at it and was like, yeah, I could tell what they're trying to depict there. And then that area would be the Mediterranean between the strings. But yeah, that's coming into the Strait of Gibraltar and Morocco on the south end of it. Okay, I heard some clicking and some ticking going on, and I didn't see it right to my right, but here's a little, looks like a little telegraph Morse code radio operator area. And there's some World War II memorabilia. I actually have a canteen like that and the canteen holder. I don't have that. I got quite a few of these mess kits. Quite a few, actually. Looks like Americans arriving in Morocco. Sorry about the glare, I can't get away from it. This is actually pretty interesting. It talks about, it says after the success of Operation Torch, President Roosevelt, Prime Minister Churchill agreed to meet in Casablanca January 1943 from the in January 1943 to discuss the next phase of the war. This is actually quite interesting. I'm going to get close to me. It says the conditions of Morocco at the beginning of the war were very bad. It was the year of rationing. The French took meat, sugar, oil, wheat, and other critical products to France, and that was the Vichy French who were supporting the Nazi regime. Moroccans required coupons to purchase necessities. So even here, there were some French that were siding with the Germans that were depleting the resources here in Morocco until Operation Torch came in, and the American military kicked out the Vichy French and provided some infrastructure and stability to the area. Oh, I think I came full circle. See if I missed anything. No, I think I came full circle. I'm probably going to just walk around a bit. I think everything, I pretty much captured almost every room. I'd imagine if this was a legation, maybe they didn't have bedrooms here. I've only saw one bathroom that you just saw previously. There are some doors and there are some floors that look like we do not have access to. So that very well may have been some like bedroom places possibly. I don't know if there's any bedrooms here. I mean, I saw dining rooms, meeting rooms. It looked like some formal office area. But this is also used as a research center. So very well, some of the things that are sectioned off could be operational research stuff. But I think they do give enough for the visitor to see and experience what it was like, what this was all about. But I really wish I was here on the 4th of July, but I'm glad I did make it because I was hesitant coming out to the Medina again, because this is not, the Medina is not a place I like. Very narrow streets, a lot of people trying to, short of putting their hands on you, really just come into my shop, buy this, they will just not leave you alone. And the entrance to this is right off one of the main streets, right across from that Jewish cemetery. That makes it so easy to get in and out without being harassed. So I'm happy I did it. This probably concludes this part of the video. I may walk around a bit and take some pictures, but I just wanted to let you guys see what it looked like inside and what this building was all about. So hope you enjoyed it. We leave tomorrow, leaving Tangier, going out to Gibraltar. We'll be in Gibraltar tomorrow night. All right, more videos to come. Take care, everybody. Bye.